Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another great lesson here with English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're bringing you an upper intermediate lesson.
A special lesson about the new president.
Right. It's been a hot topic in the U.S. The new president-elect, President Obama.
Yes.
So today we're bringing you something that you might see at his inaugural address.
That's true. So, Marco, can you explain this word, inaugural address?
The inaugural address is the first speech the president gives at the ceremony when he is officially president.
Okay. All right. So
Right.
It's his first presidential speech.
Exactly. Great. So let's take a look at some other words that we're going to find in the dialogue today in Vocabulary Preview.
Vocabulary Preview.
All right. On Vocabulary Preview today, we have two words. The first one is swear in.
Swear in.
Swear in.
Swear in. We'll see this word in its past tense in the dialogue, right? Sworn in.
Sworn in.
So it means...
So to swear someone in is to officially give that person a very important position,
Right.
usually in government.
Yeah.
And our second word is oath.
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 O-A-T-H. Oath.
An oath goes hand in hand with swear in, right?
That's right. When you swear someone in, they make an oath. A promise, right?
A promise.
An official promise to carry out the duties of that job.
Right, so they promise that they will do their job. Okay, great. So now let's listen to our dialogue for a first time. Where are we?
Well, we're actually watching a news reporter on TV. She's in Washington, and she's going to tell us all about what's happening.
Great, so let's listen.
This is Madeline Wright for BCC News reporting live from Washington, D.C., where very shortly the new president will deliver his inaugural address. Just moments ago, the president was sworn into office. Following the United States Constitution, the president swore an oath to faithfully execute the office of the presidency.
And what exactly is going on now, Madeline?
Well, Tom, true to American tradition, the band has just played Hail to the Chief, and the president has been honored with a 21-gun salute. Now we're waiting for the president to take the stage and deliver his speech. Tom, it's like the who's who of the political world here on Capitol Hill, with dignitaries representing several different countries.
What's the mood on the ground like, Madeline?
In a word, the mood here is electric. The excitement in the air is palpable. I've never seen a larger crowd here on Capitol Hill. The audience is shouting, crying, and embracing each other. On this, a most historic day, you can feel the hope and the excitement in the air. The 20th of January will go down in history as the... Oh, Tom, it looks like the president is about to begin.
My fellow Americans, I stand before you today
Okay, some technical problems at the inaugural address.
Yeah, I certainly hope this doesn't happen.
Well, if it does, you heard it first at English Pod.
Predictors of the future here.
Okay, let's take a look at language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
On language takeaway today, we're bringing you four words.
The first word is deliver.
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 Like deliver a pizza.
No. Let's listen. We've got 3 examples that will show the meaning of this word.
Example 1.
Who's going to deliver the welcome speech?
Example 2. I've been asked to deliver a presentation on the findings of our research project. Example 3.
Dr. Rosen is delivering a lecture on macroeconomics.
Okay, so deliver a speech.
Say a speech.
To say a speech.
Yeah,
So you wouldn't say a speech, you would say deliver a speech.
exactly.
Okay. Okay, our second word for language takeaway, the who's who.
The who's who.
The who's who.
So this is a funny expression, hey?
It's kind of weird.
The who's who is the important people in a particular field, right?
Right. So, for example, there was a party last night and the who's who of the film industry was there.
Whoa, so all the important stars.
And directors
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
okay. You could also say the funeral was like a who's who of the political world.
Okay, so all the important political figures were at this funeral.
Exactly. Let's move to our third word,
Dignitaries.
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 Okay, we have some great examples so you can understand what this word means. So let's listen.
Example 1. Several important dignitaries were present at the opening ceremony, including the President of Brazil, the King of Spain, and the Pope. Example 2.
There are going to be a lot of foreign dignitaries at the dinner.
So basically, we can understand that dignitaries are really important people, right?
Right. Important political or religious figures.
I see.
All right. Now our last word for language takeaway, palpable.
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 Palpable. When something is palpable, it's so strong you can feel it.
Okay, so it's a very strong feeling. You can almost touch it.
Yeah, like the excitement was palpable or the fear was palpable.
Okay, interesting word, palpable. Let's listen to our dialogue again, and now let's try and listen to all these words we just talked about.
This is Madeline Wright for BCC News, reporting live from Washington, D.C., where very shortly the new president will deliver his inaugural address. Just moments ago, the president was sworn into office. Following the United States Constitution, the president swore an oath to faithfully execute the office of the presidency.
And what exactly is going on now, Madeline?
Well, Tom, true to American tradition, the band has just played Hail to the Chief, and the president has been honored with a 21-gun salute. Now we're waiting for the president to take the stage and deliver his speech. Tom, it's like the who's who of the political world here on Capitol Hill, with dignitaries representing several different countries.
What's the mood on the ground like, Madeline?
In a word, the mood here is electric. The excitement in the air is palpable. I've never seen a larger crowd here on Capitol Hill. The audience is shouting, crying, and embracing each other. On this, a most historic day, you can feel the hope and the excitement in the air. The 20th of January will go down in history as the... Oh, Tom, it looks like the president is about to begin.
My fellow Americans, I stand before you today.
Okay, so if you noticed in our dialogue, we have some really interesting phrases there.
Yes.
So I think it's time for us to take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
On Fluency Builder today, we're going to be looking at 3 phrases that are very interesting because we can change them a little bit and form different patterns.
Yeah, so the first phrase we have is in a word.
In a word.
In a word.
In a word.
We use this expression when we want to describe something in one word.
Right.
Pretty simple, hey?
It's really simple.
Let's look at the pattern. We've got examples of how you could use this phrase.
Example 1. In a word, the situation is serious. Example 2.
What's it like there?
In a word, it's amazing.
Okay, so in a word, this podcast is
Awesome.
amazing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's look at our second phrase today. Go down in history.
Go down in history.
Go down in history.
So this is a really common phrase. I'm sure you guys have heard it.
Yeah, basically something that is really important that everyone will remember for a very long time.
Let's look at this pattern with a few examples.
Example 1.
This is going to go down in history as the worst disaster the world has ever seen.
Example 2. He'll go down in history as the best president we've ever had. Example 3.
This day will go down in history. Okay, so as you can see, the pattern is we're using a superlative.
That's right. The most, the best,
The biggest,
the worst.
the worst, right?
Uh-huh. And our final phrase in putting it together is
My fellow Americans.
my fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
So obviously you can change this one up a little bit, hey?
Right, you can say my fellow co-workers,
Uh-huh. My fellow citizens.
my fellow family members.
Yes.
So basically, fellow just means like dear
Yeah.
in some way.
So, similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
So we looked at some great vocabulary and phrases, and now let's talk a little bit about these American traditions when electing a new president.
Yes.
Today in the studio, we have JP who's joining us,
Hi, everyone.
Hey, JP.
and he's going to be talking to us about these traditions.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about?
21 gun salute, what's that all about?
The 21 gun salute is the military salute where they say, and now we will have the 21 gun salute. So 21 soldiers with their rifles, they go, hur, 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 and they all shoot them off at the same time. And I don't know why.
Well, I think it's a sign of respect, hey?
Yeah.
Weird respect, though.
Well,
shooting
I think
guns.
in Europe they would do a cannon or something.
Oh.
Right.
One cannon
right.
salute?
No, well, just cannons. Maybe just one cannon.
Maybe our European listeners know the answer to
Maybe.
this.
Okay, and what about this song, Hail to the Chief? Do you know anything about that?
I do not know anything about it, except that it's a march, and I think it's Sousa. I think John Philip Sousa wrote it. And whenever the president walks into a room, they play that song.
Really?
Yes, and I played it once for President Bush, the first one. I was a drummer.
You did?
And my marching band had to play that song for him.
Oh my God,
Wow.
JP, you're like famous.
Yeah. This was back in like 1986 or something. Was that even an election year? 88? I don't know.
Well, you did play for the president, so you
That's
know.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, JP, do you have any other sort of traditional things that happen when the president becomes the president?
Well, I can tell you that Jimmy Carter, you know, when he was elected president, this motorcade was going down Pennsylvania Avenue, and he stopped the car and got out.
Really?
To do what?
Yeah, to walk. He wanted to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. He wanted to walk down the, down the street.
To like
down-
to be with the people.
Yeah, I think so, and I think it made the Secret Service insane.
Maybe the car smelled bad or something.
Maybe so. I think that is my memory of it. I might be confusing with The West Wing, but I'm not sure.
Too much TV.
Yeah, maybe. But when the president walks, it's a big deal.
So, JP, do you do anything special for the inauguration ceremony?
I always take the day off to watch.
You do?
I love watching it. I love, I love the swearing in ceremony, the ritual of it, the speech.
All right, everyone, we're out of time. I hope you enjoyed this political lesson.
And I hope you have a happy inauguration day.
Happy inauguration day, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. We're definitely going to take the day off to watch it with JP, and hopefully you guys can too.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. And until next time, goodbye.
Bye.
Before Barack Obama became president, the United States was going through many challenges. The early 2000s were not easy years. There had been terrorist attacks in 2001, 2 long wars, and a major financial crisis. Many Americans were tired and wanted something new. They wanted hope.
Yes, that's true. People felt divided. They didn't trust politicians anymore. The economy was weak, jobs were disappearing, and families were struggling. In times like that, citizens usually look for a leader who can bring them together and make them believe in a better future.
And that is when Barack Obama appeared on the national stage. He was different. He spoke calmly, with positive energy and simple words. His story was also special. His father was from Kenya, his mother was from Kansas in the United States, and he grew up in Hawaii and Indonesia. His background made him seem like a person who understood diversity and global ideas.
Exactly. Before politics, Obama worked as a community organizer in Chicago. That means he helped poor neighborhoods find solutions for local problems. Later, he became a state senator in Illinois. But his big moment came in 2004 when he gave a speech at the Democratic National Convention. That speech made him famous overnight.
Yes, I remember that speech. He said that there is not a liberal America or a conservative America, but one United States of America. His words were simple but powerful. They touched people's hearts. Many Americans thought, maybe this young man could be president one day.
And they were right. In 2007, Obama decided to run for president. It was a big surprise because he was still very young in politics. Many people thought he had no chance, especially because his opponent in the Democratic Party was Hillary Clinton, a strong and experienced politician.
But Obama had something different. His campaign used new technology and creative ideas. They used social media and the internet to share his message. Instead of big, rich donors, many small supporters gave small amounts of money, like $5 or $10. It made people feel that they were part of something important.
Yes, and his slogan "Hope and Change" became symbols. For English learners, those two words are great examples of strong, short messages. You don't need many words to inspire people, just the right ones.
That's a good point. Obama's campaign was not only about politics, it was about participation. People joined together. Young voters, students, teachers, even people who had never voted before got excited. They wanted to believe that change was possible.
And at that time, the U.S. was going through one of its worst economic crises in decades. Banks were failing, companies were closing, and millions of people were losing their jobs. So, Obama's promise to rebuild the economy and unite people gave hope to the whole nation.
Also, people around the world were watching closely. They saw a man with an international background speaking about peace and cooperation. It was interesting because Obama didn't just represent America, he represented a new kind of global thinking. Many countries felt inspired by his story.
That's right. His message went beyond borders, and it wasn't just what he said, it was how he said it. He used clear language, short sentences, and strong rhythm. For anyone learning English, listening to his speeches is a great way to study persuasive speaking.
Exactly. Every time he spoke, he gave people hope. His speeches sounded like lessons about courage, belief, and unity. And because of that, by the beginning of 2008, his popularity was rising fast. People began to think that maybe, just maybe, he could really win.
And that's where things started to change quickly. From small towns to big cities, people joined his movement. Volunteers knocked on doors, shared his message online, and encouraged others to vote. America had not seen that kind of excitement in years.
It was the start of something historic. A young senator with little experience but a big vision was about to challenge the most powerful figures in politics and win the hearts of millions.
And that moment set the stage for one of the most unforgettable elections in American history.
When Barack Obama was elected, it felt like a turning point in history. People from all backgrounds watched him walk onto that stage in Chicago on election night, and many cried. They said, "This is what America should look like, a place where anyone can rise, no matter their color or background."
Exactly. The election of Obama wasn't only political, it was deeply emotional. For older Americans who had lived through segregation and civil rights struggles, it was unbelievable to see a black man become president. It symbolized progress, and for many, it brought a sense of healing and pride.
But at the same time, the country was in serious trouble. The financial crisis of 2008 had hit hard. Banks were collapsing, people were losing their homes, and unemployment was high. Obama's first big challenge was to stop the economy from falling apart.
Right. He immediately worked with Congress to pass a massive economic recovery package. It injected billions of dollars into the economy to create jobs, support businesses, and help struggling families. That plan helped the U.S. slowly recover, although it took years.
Another huge issue was the car industry. Major companies like General Motors and Chrysler were close to bankruptcy. Obama made the tough decision to use government money to rescue them. It was controversial, but later many experts said it saved millions of jobs.
And then there was healthcare. Obama's dream was to make healthcare affordable for everyone. That's how the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, was born. It allowed more Americans to get insurance, even if they had low income or pre-existing conditions.
Yes, but not everyone agreed with that plan. Many conservatives said it gave too much power to the government or would raise taxes. There were protests and even attempts to repeal it. Still, Obama stayed firm, saying healthcare was a right, not a privilege.
Over time, millions gained insurance, and it became one of his most lasting achievements. It's still debated today, but it changed how Americans think about health and fairness.
Another part of his presidency that stood out was his calm and intelligent communication. Obama had a gift for public speaking. His speeches used clear, emotional, and powerful words that inspired people.
That's true. He wasn't just a politician, he was a storyteller. When he spoke about hope, equality, or unity, people listened. His speeches often became lessons about life and values. For many English learners, studying his speeches is like studying motivational language.
During his first term, Obama also ended U.S. military operations in Iraq and shifted focus to Afghanistan. He wanted to bring soldiers home, but also fight terrorism in a smarter way, using intelligence and technology instead of large wars.
That's when the operation to find Osama bin Laden happened in 2011. It was a top-secret mission that ended successfully. When Obama announced that bin Laden had been killed, the entire nation celebrated. It was one of the biggest moments of his presidency.
It showed strong leadership. People saw him as calm under pressure, confident, and focused. He said, "Justice has been done." And those simple words were remembered all around the world.
By the end of his first term, the economy was improving, the stock market was rising again, and unemployment was falling. People felt more hopeful, which helped him win re-election in 2012.
But his second term brought new challenges, especially political division. Many in Congress didn't want to cooperate with him, and that made governing harder.
Even though it was difficult, Obama continued to push for progress. He believed in diplomacy and peaceful solutions. Instead of starting new wars, he worked on rebuilding relationships with other countries. For example, he reopened diplomatic ties with Cuba after more than 50 years.
That was a huge step. For decades, there had been no formal contact between the U.S. and Cuba. Obama visited Havana in 2016, the first American president to do so since 1928. It was a historic moment that showed his belief in dialogue and reconciliation.
He also played an important role in fighting climate change. In 2015, his administration helped sign the Paris Agreement, a global deal where countries promised to reduce pollution and protect the planet.
Obama said that the environment isn't a political issue. It's about the future of our children. His speeches about climate change became part of his legacy as a global leader, not just an American one.
Domestically, he also supported equality and inclusion. In 2015, the Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide, and Obama celebrated it as a victory for love and human rights.
His tone was always respectful, even toward those who disagreed with him. He often reminded people that we are one American family. That message of unity became his moral compass through hard times.
But not everyone saw things the same way. Some Americans felt left behind or thought he focused too much on global issues instead of local problems. That division grew stronger, especially near the end of his second term.
True. And yet, even his critics admitted he led with dignity. There were no major scandals, and he carried himself with honesty and calm. When he left office in 2017, the world saw him as a symbol of decency in politics.
His farewell speech was emotional. He thanked his supporters, encouraged young people to get involved, and reminded everyone that democracy needs participation. His words, "Yes, we can," echoed one last time, closing a historic chapter.
Even after leaving office, he continued to work on social and educational projects. Through the Obama Foundation, he promotes leadership and community service for the next generation.
Many young people still look up to him as a role model. They see him as proof that intelligence, kindness, and patience can lead to real power.
And that's why studying his presidency is not only about politics, it's also about communication, leadership, and hope. His story teaches us that change begins with vision and persistence.
Exactly. He showed that one voice can inspire millions. And even though his presidency ended years ago, his influence continues to shape how people think about equality and progress.
His journey from a community organizer in Chicago to the White House proves that big dreams are possible with education, hard work, and faith in yourself.
That's a great message for anyone learning English or learning about life. Barack Obama's story reminds us that history isn't just about events. It's about people who dare to believe in a better future.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Give information by speaking. Say something officially.
Deliver.
Place someone in a new position by holding an official ceremony where he promises to do the job well.
Swear in.
Official. Serious promise.
Oath.
Important and famous people in a particular industry.
Who's who?
Person with a high rank or position, especially in government or religion.
Dignitary.
So strong you can feel it. Obvious.
Palpable.
To describe it in one word.
In a word.
Used to describe people of the same group.
Fellow.
Be remembered.
Go down in history.
Let's try that faster. Be remembered.
Go down in history.
Person with a high rank or position, especially in government or religion.
Dignitary.
Be remembered.
Go down in history.
Person with a high rank or position, especially in government or religion.
Dignitary.
Official. Serious promise.
Oath.
To describe it in one word.
In a word.
Important and famous people in a particular industry.
Who's who?
Used to describe people of the same group.
Fellow.
Person with a high rank or position, especially in government or religion.
Dignitary.
Place someone in a new position by holding an official ceremony where he promises to do the job well.
Swear in.
Give information by speaking. Say something officially.
Deliver.
To describe it in one word.
In a word.
Place someone in a new position by holding an official ceremony where he promises to do the job well.
Swear in.
Important and famous people in a particular industry.
Who's who?
To describe it in one word.
In a word.
Be remembered.
Go down in history.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Deliver. Who is going to deliver the welcome speech? Swear in. The president-elect will be sworn in on the 20th of January. Oath. The president swore an oath to lead the country fairly and justly. Who's who? The convention was like a who's who of the auto industry. Palpable. I had a palpable sense of relief when I heard your plane landed safely. Dignitary. Several important dignitaries were present at the opening ceremony, including the President of Brazil, the King of Spain, and the Pope. Go down in history. This is going to go down in history as the worst disaster the world has ever seen. Deliver. Who is going to deliver the welcome speech? Who's who? The convention was like a who's who of the auto industry. Dignitary. Several important dignitaries were present at the opening ceremony, including the President of Brazil, the King of Spain, and the Pope. Go down in history. This is going to go down in history as the worst disaster the world has ever seen.